The Nintendo 3DS may have not had the most stellar of openings, but it definitely came into its own and proved itself to be one of the most amazing portable consoles anyone could have asked for. I mean, it had glasses-free 3D and just some outstanding games. So here is our top 10 3DS games. As with all of our lists, we limit our picks to only 2 entries per franchise. We do not include remasters or ports because they already had their time. However, remakes are fair game. DLC will be discussed if available, but will not influence slot placement. Also, if we have not played a game, we can't evaluate it fairly, so if we left out your favorite game, that's probably why. Well, you can't go wrong with a Mario game. I mean, you just can't. And Mario and Luigi Dream Team is a stellar example of that. It's just the Mario and Luigi RPG fun that we knew and loved from the past games in the series, but with a dreamy twist. You go into the dream world and you do all this outlandish stuff with Luigi, like you can make a million Luigis or make a giant Luigi. It's just utterly ridiculous.
That's what I loved. Luigi was front and center. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it came out during the year of Luigi, so he kind of had to be. And, I mean, I was definitely not complaining. I prefer Luigi just because he's green. But Mario and Luigi Dream Team is just an amazing RPG. It has some great boss fights, some amazing battle aspects, and just outrageously fun gameplay aspect with the Dream Luigi and Dream World. And it was just a dream come true for RPG fans.
Speaking of Luigi being front and center, now we have Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This game was awesome. Both of them took the Mario genre in a spookier direction. It was still fun. It wasn't scary, but definitely a whole game about fighting ghosts was just a little spookier than what we're used to with Mario. It was just really fun gameplay. Luigi's always fun to see. He's scared, but he still knows he has to get the job done, so he gets in there and does it. And Egad's always fun.
And you get a ghost dog buddy.
Yeah, Ultra Cup. He's adorable. I hated him, but he's adorable, and I loved him. But I hated him because hunting him down was kind of tedious. There wasn't too much of a ghost variety, but what was there, they were all fun to fight in their own way, and especially the weaker ones. When eventually, the weaker green ones started picking up like trash cans and stuff to block your flashlight. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is a worthy follow-up to the original, a great game in its own right, and I just had a beautiful time playing it.
These days, it's not very often that an RPG completely surprises me. And Bravely Default did that. I was blown away by how the job system worked and how customizable everything was. And it made everything fun.
Yeah.
The precious moments graphics were a little weird, but the enemies and the combat system just nailed it. It was fun.
My favorite part was the fast forward feature for grinding purposes.
Oh,
yeah,
that was
exactly.
amazing.
Fast forward, you could just use all your turns at once. It was just everything an RPG should be. Except, I do have to complain about the story a little bit. The whole middle of the game got really repetitive.
Literally.
Yeah, just But then the plot twist kicks in, and you've been doing all this over and over again for a reason, and Aerie is a bitch.
Normally, when a console game gets put on a portable system, it loses something.
It loses a lot.
But whenever Super Smash Bros. Came to the 3DS, it lost next to nothing. And somehow worked the same on 3DS. I mean, I can't talk highly enough about Smash for 3DS. It got me through so many long, like, bus trips and just car rides. So many trips, I played it. Like, I'll always remember taking a bus trip and, like, me and a bunch of other people did the, like, wireless play, and we were just smashing the whole time for, like, 4 hours. It was amazing.
Now, I did lose one thing. The 3DS was the reason we didn't get Ice Climbers, because it worked on the Wii U version.
Yeah.
True, but...
Other than that, it was a great game.
Yeah, Smash for 3DS added some outlines so you could see the characters better, and it was just... It's portable Smash. I mean, what more could you want?
And speaking of road trips, there's nothing like driving in a video game while somebody else is driving in real life. Mario Kart 7 let you realize that. Like, great tracks, a lot of characters. The download play feature was really cool, that not everybody had to own the game. They'd just be stuck as Shy Guys.
Yeah.
But, I mean, big whoop.
I picked Shy Guys anyway.
Yeah.
They make such funny noises.
Better than, yeah.
Wow.
Basic Kart and Shy Guy is way better than nothing.
And it introduced the lucky number 7, which was really cool. You just get a ring of 7 powers, and you can use them all at once or space it out, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it made you want to get in last.
And on top of everything else, it added underwater
and
paragliding.
Yeah,
like the submarine sections were cool. Nintendo really got it in gear for Mario Kart 7.
What's fun in video games but not in real life? Paying your mortgage. What else is fun in video games but not in real life? Bureaucracy and paperwork. Animal Crossing New Leaf made both of those things fun when they really shouldn't be. Animal Crossing is one of those franchises when you're describing it to people, unless they've played it, they're like, why in the hell do you play this?
Yeah.
This sounds terrible and boring. And then most people that actually play it end up liking it. But it's just mindless fun. That's all there is. Catching bugs and selling them and paying your mortgage and fish and
donating to the museum, digging up fossils.
The museum, yeah. There's so much to do, but so little to do at the same time in Animal Crossing games.
Yeah, but in this one, you got the like mayoral like aspect of it.
That's the big feature. Yeah. You can run your town with an iron fist, kick out people who you don't like, and build whatever the crap you want. You don't have to listen to their requests. I never did. I just built lamps all over the place.
Metroid! Samus Returns. Never have I enjoyed a remake as much as this one. I mean, it was basically a brand new game.
It was a fantastic remake. It added new things, which all remakes should do.
It added a lot of new things, because you had the Aeon abilities, an actual map.
Bosses.
It added a few bosses. It,
and color, besides green.
Yeah, colors.
Basically...
The counter system was amazing.
That's my favorite thing. It's just whapping
Metroid with your gun. Brought in her move from Smash Brothers.
Because I always thought Metroid 2 had a ton of potential that wasn't realized because of the platform it was on with the Metroid evolutions and stuff, and now it has been.
Yeah. And, I mean, Metroid Samus Returns, it has added so much to the game, it is basically an entirely new game. Like, I don't even consider it a remake.
And on top of everything else, they added in another final boss on top of the already fulfilling Metroid Queen.
The journey to the Kalos region in Pokemon X and Y was full of delight and whimsy. I mean, Pokemon X and Y is one of my favorite Pokemon games. I loved it from start to finish. It introduced the whole 3D modeling aspect of what is now standard for Pokemon games, and it introduced a brand new typing, which has not been done since Generation 2. Fairy type was amazing. It's one of my new favorite types, and it finally gave us a counter to the overpowered dragon types. I mean, granted, the fairy Pokemon don't all look like super cool because I mean they're fairies. They're all kind of girly looking. But Sylveon is the best, followed closely by Xerneas. But it was just a great inclusion. The game itself had a lot of great Pokemon. Like Dragalge was one of my favorites, and the starters were all good at first.
Yeah.
Chestnut ended up turning bad, but Froakie started mediocre and evolved into Greninja, and you can't get much better than that.
Speaking of Pokemon, 2 in a row for this list. Pokemon Sun and Moon was just by a margin beat out X and Y. Mainly because all the new Pokemon in that game were pretty good. There were maybe a few that weren't so good.
Bruxis sucks.
Okay. There are a few that aren't good.
Yeah.
There's always a few that aren't good. I thought the 2 Fire and Leaf starters are fantastic. Water got the shaft completely this time, in my opinion.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's fine. It's just not like a standout, like a wrestler cat that shoots flames out of its fire champion belt and a ghost owl archer. The legendaries were cool. They were also kind of meh, mostly. I don't know.
I only really like the title legendaries, honestly.
The Tapu Kokos or whatever. The Tapus. That's what they're called.
Tapus
they
were
were
cool.
They were okay.
They were alright. And I really liked the Ultra Beasts. I thought that was a great addition.
The Ultra Beasts were cool. The Wormholes were cool. The characters were the most colorful and interesting in the entire franchise, I think, in my opinion, overall. My favorite thing was the Alola forms of Kanto Pokemon.
Yeah.
That was really cool. There was just so much to do and so much fun to be had in the Alola region that I did not want to leave.
It's not often that we get a sequel to a game 22 years later. It's even less often that it's good. Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds picked up a couple of years after Link to the Past, but it was just so good. Like there was the new item rental system was great. They went back to the original Zelda about like beating the dungeons any way you wanted to. Like all 3 of us had a different playthrough.
Wildly different playthroughs.
It was
It's
awesome
the best part.
when we were comparing notes. And turning into a painting on the wall was just awesome. Like it added so many gameplay possibilities.
Some of my best puzzles were because of that. Like the one when you had to like race to get to the platform.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing.
And the whole going back to Low Rule was just great. I liked seeing what had happened there. I mean, Hilda kind of didn't do a good job, but...
Not at all. And the Helmosaur King came back.
Yeah.
He's covered in rupees this time.
And Ravio was cool. I liked seeing like an alternate Cowardly Link. And the final battle was just so great. Like the mix between real world and 2D world during the fight was just awesome. And becoming a Hyrule Glyphic was just a lot of fun. If you have a 3DS and don't have this game, you should get it, because it is our #1 game for the Nintendo 3DS.
Hey, thanks for watching. Did you like the video? Why don't you hit that like and subscribe button? It really helps us grow the channel. And don't forget to ring that bell to join our notification squad. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I put the links in the description just to make it easier for you to get to. And we will catch you next time for the next video from the Brotrio.